Melissa Muir. In today's video I'm going to demonstrate some new texture dies that have come out from Potter USA. They're a little longer and meant for texturing items for like bracelets and such. They do have a little bit of a working difference between these versus the 2x2 texture plates that are currently offered. So let me come and show you how to use these, and hopefully this will help your success. So Kevin Potter has created several different dies that you can use for larger pieces of metal. I use these things in items such as bracelets, or I can cut them up and create pendants and earrings and whatever else. Now, I've played with these a little bit, and originally I had used a thicker piece of urethane to form them, and I did not have good results. However, as soon as I moved to a thinner piece of urethane, the results were actually phenomenal. It did not matter what gauge of metal I used. So here you can see I've got some 22 gauge as well as 20 gauge, and I've got very deep impressions, very crisp, clean lines. So the key to this and making it work is how you put it through the press as well as the urethane that you use. So in this example, I have a piece of 20 gauge copper, and I'm going to use the multi-wave pattern for this along with my thinner piece of urethane. I believe that this is probably like a 60 durometer. It's a little heavier, so maybe it's closer to 80. But anyway, the thinner urethane is your key to having good success with this. So let's see how it works. So I'm going to put this in. I've got the texture plate on the bottom, the metal that's being textured, and then the urethane, making certain that I've got everything absolutely centered in between where the ram is as well as inside of the frame. Now, this is not going to take a lot of pressure. If you do, you will actually pop through the metal just like you would if you are using some of the silhouette dies. So it's not going to take a whole lot, probably a little less than you think, maybe a little more than you think. You're just going to have to play with it. On the electric press, it goes very fast. When you are using a manual press, you'll probably feel a little bit better of where to stop when you're doing some of this. So again, it's just going to have to be something that you play with, get used to your own equipment, and just try to experiment. So I probably suggest you don't jump right into silver. Okay, one small pressing and I've got a very good deep impression. So what I'll do now is just reposition the urethane, put it in, and do it again. Alright, at this point I have a spot that I didn't get my urethane repositioned properly, so I've got a shallower spot, but everything else has a really nice tight texture to it. You can see that's just one pass, so I don't even need to go through a second press on that one. So pretty easy. So again, as you can see, if you use the right urethane and the right pressure, you can actually get some very good deep impressions. Another thing you can start to do is play with layering your textures. You can kind of see this one where we've done a couple of different plates. Just make certain that you anneal your metal very well before you do any of these. So have fun with them, and I hope you enjoy it.